All right, welcome to another episode of whatever you want to call this. Today we are going through majority of my amplifiers to kind of show off what all I've got. We're gonna start with the Peavey Decade. It's got the original speaker. This is an early 80s. We're gonna set everything like right at 5. We got the pre and the post. Let's see what it does. And I'm playing a Telecaster. It's a bit grady. It's kind of angry. Let's turn the bass up some. Let's turn the mid. Just see what that does. Let's throw compressor on. Compressor's off. Let's turn on the light speed. Clone. It's definitely got that mid bump thing going on with it. So let's try to back that down just a little bit. Let's back this down a bit too and turn this up. I could definitely see using this as something like, you'd want to record, you'd want to mic up and then maybe do some effects or whatever on the rear end. Let's see here. Get this guy to go down a bit. There we go. Now, focus. Okay. Now, and here's the saturation side. The saturation side is probably what most people are interested in. So we're going to turn this to 3, this to 5. See, that's usable. That would be... It's definitely pokey. It's mad. So I don't know. You can play with it some. See what you can do with it. This guy, for some reason, it only works on the second input, and the reverb doesn't work. So. The Studio Pro 20. 12-inch speaker. Let's see what happens when we turn on the RC booster. Yeah, it always helps, if you tune your guitar before you start recording, but that's for other people. But no, I found this the Studio Pro I bought for like $40 from a dude. A dude at a church. Have no idea who owned it before. Didn't get the story. But he was actually getting ready to get married the next day, and then he was going on his honeymoon or something. So, anyways, clone. Back on the bridge pickup. It sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good where it's at. It could definitely be a little bit better. I haven't messed with this one in a good while. I did have to change the plug, the end of the 3-prong, because it was taped up, and I don't like sketchy stuff like that. So, moving on, let's go with the Teal Stripe Bandit. Now this guy, this was my first Peavey. Apparently it's not plugged in, so bear with me just a moment while I break things and try to do other stuff. But hey, you know, when you make videos on the fly with no budget, you're gonna run into stuff like this, you know. Just part and parcel of doing things on the cheap. Oh. Insert the SpongeBob gag about a few moments later. Okay, we're good. We got power. Let's give it a strum on the normal channel. All right, all the good stuff, and we got reverb. This actually has really good reverb. I like it a lot. It's humming. Are you humming? It's a humming. Turn on the noise suppressor. Okay, that did not help. So, anyways, but this one I think is a really great clean sound. if you're looking for, say, a good made USA amp, it's clean, durable, something made in the USA, you know, something different, I would definitely say the Teal Stripe is right up your alley. It's relatively cheap. The clean tones are super clean, super loud, and the spring reverb is very nice. And it's got bass for days. Let's see if we can make an adjustment here on this guy. Kind of bump this down just a little bit. Just a little too much of everything. Oh no, not my guitar. Okay, we're back on track. All right, let's throw on, let's see, that's the RC booth. Throw some compressor on, you know. A little bit of trim. So yeah, I think it's a great clean sounding amp. If you like a good solid state clean sound, it's definitely the way to go. I think it does that exceptionally well. I paid, I think, about $50 for this. It really needed some deoxit. It was pretty bad. There was a lot of corrosion. All right, now we're getting into tube amplifier territory. So let's turn this off. Move this guy back. Oh, come here. And we're gonna turn the camera around where we can see this guy. Hang on. Yep, you're looking at my cabinet. That's a cabinet. And this is mainly what I'm using right now as far as anything to record or practice with. As you can see, my effects loop is patched in. Turn the power on, and the other power on. It's real too. The lights flickered. It's a lot of juices. Lots of juice running through this guy. Let's see here. Turn her on. And this is a clean tone. Compressor. Houston, we got a problem. What is going on here? Look at that. Look at that cord come loose or something. Alright. Got a bad jack, perhaps? Yep, it's a bad jack. Alright, we'll try to leave that alone. But anyways, I think this one sounds good. Now the reverb on this guy is not so hot. The tank on it's probably like, it's less than a foot long, and it's just not, it's not great. I've looked into modding the reverb circuit, changing the tank, but best thing we can do is use this M9 here, and I got a great reverb dialed in. Bump it up just a tad. It's a little bright. Little tremolo. Drop my pig. This is a terrible video. I don't know why y'all are watching this. Y'all should be home making cakes, making cookies. There we go. Now we got the noise suppressor working now. So let's see what this does. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Hang on, guys. Swap guitars over. We're having an issue. What an issue. Make sure to bang your acoustic while you're at it. Hey, yeah. Let's see. Go with the 335 knockoff. Maybe I did a video about this one. Not 100% sure. Let's tune this one up anyways. Anyways, what amps do you guys use? Do you guys like tube amps or solid state? Do you like modelers? Do you like the software? I've actually been getting better with the Tone X. I think it's a good representation of a lot of really great amplifiers. this sound. This sounds good to me. I changed all the tubes out, all the preamp tubes. The power tubes have been changed out with tungsten. And just between you and me, even the dirt channel on this amp sounds good. Shit. That is not what we wanted, kids. I don't want it sounding like that heavy. I just want it to be like a good tube overdrive. Anyways, the clean channel is where we mostly live. If I wanted to sound like that, and honestly, that's the Noble's ODR1. I mean, it really don't. To me, that sounds. It just sounds good. It sounds almost as good as the overdrive on the amp. But let's go with the light speed on the clean channel. Go with the neck pickup. That just sounds good to me. Let's see, I think I got a slap back here. And that is no overdrive. No overdrive whatsoever. This is just neck pickup through the clean channel. Yes, nice noodle, Adam. Good noodle. A good noodle, sir. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna move from the Valve King. So we're gonna turn this guy on standby because we're gonna go back to him later after I get off the camera. How long is this video? We're at 23 minutes. Good Lord. All right, now come over here to this section. This is the Classic 30. Gonna just plug her straight in, turn her on. We got good stuff here. Okay, cool. We're in the clean channel. This dude is loud. And you wouldn't think it would be this loud with 30 watts. And it's got a great spring reverb in it too. Sounds good. On the bridge pickup. Trim. I mean, it definitely sounds different from the Valve King. This does have the original Blue Marble speaker. Bridge pickup. It's got that that sparkly sort of thing that just jumps out at you. And neck pickup. I mean, neck pickups usually sound pretty bassy, but I think this one tames it pretty good. Anyways, I think it's a great amp. I can't wait to get it mic'd up and record with it and do some things. Okay, so now we're done with that guy. So turn him off, bump it down here, turn this guy on. Let's back you up just a bit, get you into perspective. This is a Peavey Classic 50. This guy has a great tone. It's a 212. In it. Of course, I mean, you get two 12-inch speakers, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of bass, but it's also sitting on the floor too. What do you do? I mean, I've only got so many places I can put stuff, but anyways, here's what it sounds like with the light speed. It's a good pedal platform amp. I mean, 50 watts is a lot. I mean, plus it's got a lead channel, or yeah, it's got this dude. volume up just a tad bit. Bump the bass down just a tad. Thanks for the noodly stuff, Adam. It's so good. Oh, here we go. Bridge pickup. Tremolo. Neck pickup. You get the gist of this guy. I'd say just like a good all-around workhorse type amp. You know, nothing crazy. I got this one super cheap, super stupid cheap. Not even. That's all I'm gonna say. I think it's a good sounding amp. Like I said, it's on the floor, so you know we're not really hearing it the way that we should be hearing it. But I'm gonna move some things around in here, try to take care of some stuff. What else we got here? I'm gonna use you as a selfie stick. This is a Vox Pathfinder. It's got reverb and trim. This is a Peavey Classic VTX. Let's see, it's a early 80s 212. It's got some issues. It's got two 6L6s in it. So I stole the 6L6s out of the, oh no, come back, out of the Valve King and threw them in here. And it worked fine. It worked fine before. I held on to the old tubes, but I wanted to try like a good pair of tubes. So we're gonna work on it. And that's a 212 cab that's got it's got a pair of Scorpions in it. It's a late 80s Peavey. And over there in the corner we've got a Windsor head and a Valve King 100 watt head, which is basically the brother to this one, which is a 50 watt. And that's about it as far as the amplifiers go. So I mean, we've covered quite a few. Oh, and there's this guy here. We're just gonna take you away from the tripod. So we got this guy here. This is a Lab Series L7 late 70s. I need to pull the chassis and get to work cleaning. There's also a knob missing and the potentiometer's kind of weird right there on that bass control. You ever seen that? That's so weird. Anyways, So I'm gonna figure out what that's all about. I kind of want to restore on the guy, you know, kind of get him to where I want him. But anyways, but yeah, that's the majority of my Peavey stuff. I mean, there's a few other things, but I would definitely say having the Teal Stripe, the Decade, and the two classics, and well, three classics. And all of these are made in America except for this guy and the two heads, and yeah, all this stuff. Even the TNT, which that's obviously it's a bass amp, made in the USA. This was made in the USA, so you know can't afford high dollar old Fender amps. You know, buy Peaveys. I mean, I think they sound good. I would I wouldn't be sad if you know that's all I had. I mean, I've got a Peavey mixer over here that I use. I've got a Peavey guitar. You know, a lot of Squires in here. Ain't nothing wrong with Squire. Squire makes good stuff. The thing about Squire is that when you buy a cheaper guitar, this thing right here, if I can get it to focus, this is the nut, and you know what a nut is. If you don't file this thing and get it cleaned up good, because when you go to fret and you're pushing down real far, everything is gonna go sharp. Nothing's ever gonna play in tune. The only way you're gonna get it to play in tune is if you clean this guy out, maybe take a pencil and scratch a little bit of pencil lead in there to kind of help things slide. Because see, what happens is that as you play and as you tune and all this stuff, these strings get hung up in here. And I know you probably heard this a million times, but it's kind of like your dad telling you, like, don't do that. And then finally, like, you don't do it, and you're like, damn, Dad was right. Well, anyways, a good setup on a cheap guitar, although it takes time and sort of some trial and error, you can really come out ahead. And I mean, you know, you change your tuners on something like this, which these are newer tuners, you know, nothing crazy, nothing fancy, you know. I think these are newer tuners. Yeah, they're new. These are new tuners. I put new tuners on most of these cheap guitars because the gears in the cheap ones that come with them are just garbage. I mean, you can get Music Lily if you're really super cheap. Most of those are pretty good and pretty tight. You can get Wilkinson, which is basically the same thing. They just say Wilkinson on them, which makes you feel better. But I mean, even the cheap stuff, you know, is it's still better than the crap that comes with them. But I mean, this Donner right here, which I think is a pretty great guitar. You know, nothing fancy, but you know, I did a wiring harness. I made it myself. You know, I put some aftermarket, and these are cheap. These are just sort of like placeholders for. I really want to get the Seth Lovers by Seymour Duncan. But I mean, oh no, you don't want to look at that part. There you go. Get over there. Get over here. Go that way. All right, cool. So yeah, you know, I really want to get a set of the Seth Lovers, but here's the thing. If I bump this guy down, if I bump down the volume knobs, when it's in both bridge and neck. See, that sounds good. Ain't nothing wrong with this. Something's flat. Anyways, I've ranted long enough, but you know, don't sleep on Peavey. It's good stuff. I mean, especially when you get like some of the American-made stuff. A lot of people think that it's trash, and it's good. I mean, I've just showed you 3 tube amps that I think sound really good. That would be great for playing on and off the stage, playing in your bedroom. You can turn these things down and still get a pretty decent tone, you know. But tell me what you're playing through. Tell me what you think about setting up your guitar. Have you ever had someone set up a guitar for you? Have you set up your guitar yourself? Here's a great question. Are you that guy? Are you that guy? Do you have like a secret set of electric drums at your house? You know? I mean, are you that guy? Nothing wrong with being that guy. I'm that guy. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a long one. I hope you guys got something out of it. If you got questions about the amplifiers, if you got questions about the guitars, if you've got questions about anything, feel free. It's been very enjoyable making this video for y'all. I hope y'all have a great week. Thanks. Bye.